Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Long Island, New York. I haven't done a Firepit Tuesday night in a very long time, and it's great that everybody should join me tonight. It is 60 degrees Fahrenheit. We're just going to wait for our friends to pop in. We are Fuzzy Doxy, first one in the room. Good to see you. So I've just got the fire going here. I want to show you something. Look at that. Look at that moon. The crescent moon. Beautiful night. Yeah, I got to tell you, the last 5 days, it's been raining terrible. Snow and rain and wind. It was horrible up until last night. S.J. Alexander, good to see you. Hello, welcome. Wendy Crafts in the house. Mark W. Good evening, Joey. Good to see you, Mark. Yeah, it's an eclipse is coming in April, and I'm going to live stream that. Dr. Ed Moskowitz, rest in peace always. Julie's in the house. Good to see you, Julie. Look at that. Look at that. Jeff, good to see you, Jeff. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna put down the so we're just waiting for the fire to get started here. Great to see you, Jeff. I hope everything is well with you, my friend. You're getting better, and that's the main thing. Beamer 650 is in the house. Good to see you. Whoa, Lexi's in the house. Good to see you, Lexi. I'm just waiting for, just do me a favor, guys. Hit the thumbs up, and if you could share this out, I appreciate it. We're going to wait for our friends to pop in. And we're going to have a great conversation tonight. It's a really nice night. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. I mean, you couldn't get any better tonight. Wow, you hear that? The fire truck, the volunteer fire truck is out there. How is my audio and video? If it's good, put a 1 in the chat. Lexi, good to see you. Boom, there you go. 15 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Fahrenheit. 60. It's warm, it's beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Thank you. So I haven't gone live, guys, in about 5 or 6 days. No, more. Maybe 8 days. And the reason why, Karen calls in the house. Good to see you, Karen. The reason why it's been raining every single day, every night. It's been horror. Luigi's in the house. Good to see you, Luigi. Brother Pete is in the house. Good to see you, Brother Pete. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, my friend Julie. Thank you. Yeah, the weather's been just horrible. And between the wind noise and the rain and the snow and the ice and just horrible. All of a sudden, it's like a miracle. Yesterday we had pouring downpours. Allison BD, good to see you, Allison. It was just horrible, horrible weather, and we finally got some beautiful weather. I woke up about 6 o'clock this morning, and it was 50 degrees, 48 degrees, and it just climbed all day. It was getting warmer and warmer. It's beautiful, sunny skies. Hi, Lou. And it's just amazing. And I'm just really happy that the weather's going to come back, and it's going to be great live streaming coming up. Dormery's in the house. Good to see you, sis. Welcome, welcome. I'm overdue, guys. I'm totally overdue. Yeah, I'll give you an example. My mom, 2 weeks ago, her stove stopped working. So I had to drive into Brooklyn to see what the problem was. And it just wasn't worth it. And so I took my mom over to PC Richard and Son. It's like an appliance store, and she purchased a beautiful stove. And they delivered it, and I installed it for her. But it was raining, and I was going to go live. Take you around, but the weather was just horrible, really, really bad. So I decided, not to go live with you guys. It's much, much better when it's beautiful out. Florida Pete says, I'm way overdue, bro. Christmas time. Oh, so guys, did you see my short? I finally, I was at the next door neighbor's house. They invited me for dinner, and I started playing with Coco. Manny, great live stream earlier, Manny. It's awesome. Good to see you, Manny. Brother Manny's in the house. Great live stream from Long Island City. Those were the money shots. Manny, you inspired me to go live tonight. I just had to do it because it's so beautiful out. Oh, the jingle PC Richard? Patrick's in the house. Good to see you, Patrick, brother Patrick. Yeah, man, it's great. So we got a couple of holidays coming up. Well, first thing I want to say to all my Muslim friends and brothers, it's Eid Mubarak, if I pronounced that correctly. I want to wish all my Muslim friends, safe holiday. We have St. Patrick's Day coming up. It was that, no, that was Dawn Marie, that was Crazy Eddie. Remember Crazy Eddie? Yeah, that was Crazy Eddie. Then we had the Wiz. Does everyone remember the Wiz? Pauline Buckles, great to see you. Happy that you guys joining me tonight on a gorgeous night here in New York City, Long Island. Just so beautiful here tonight at 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Look, even the sky you could see. Wait, I want to show you the sky. Let me show you that beautiful sky. Wait, let me just move the gimbal. Hold on a second. We're gonna go up. Look at that sky. You see that? See the moon? We have a crescent moon. Beautiful crescent moon. Now, on April 8th, there's going to be an eclipse, a lunar eclipse. And I don't know if we're, from where I am, I'm able to actually see the lunar eclipse. But I did do the last lunar eclipse, which was a few years ago, which was 70.3% eclipse. And I have that in my playlist. You guys will enjoy that one if you want to watch that one. But yeah, I'm going to do the eclipse. Manny, you should try to do the eclipse too. Just got to get those glasses. And we can do live streams for the eclipse. Solar eclipse. I'm sorry, not lunar. Solar. Solar eclipse. I was wrong. Not lunar. Solar eclipse. Yeah, but beautiful, clear night, guys. I mean, really, really beautiful. Well, let's go back to the fire. Let's go back to the fire. Ooh, look at that fire. Ooh. Yeah, I have, something? I did save my old glasses because you cannot look at the eclipse without those glasses. You will go blind. And I'll give you an example. And Pete, you remember when I did a live stream with the solar eclipse over there in Brooklyn in Caesars Bay Bazaar. There were a lot of people that didn't have the glasses, and I was lending them. They were just amazed that I had the capability. What I would do is I would take those glasses and put them up against my phone, and I would zoom in, and you would actually see the solar eclipse. It wasn't a full solar eclipse. It was only 71, I think it was 71.3 or 73%. I forgot. Hey, Cleo's in the house. Good to see you, Cleo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. But it was really, it was an amazing live stream. I interviewed a lot of people. It was great. And so now I get another opportunity at it. I see everybody's hanging out, saying hello to each other. That's great. That's what I love about community. We have a great community here. Wait, let me just, there we go. Beautiful right there. I'm just excited that the weather changed. It's so, the winter is so depressing. It's dark and, we just had a spring forward. So we lost an hour, but you want to know something? I'm grateful for it because at least now sunset here in New York City is at 7 p.m. Eastern time, 7 p.m. So it's much lighter and brighter. I saw a solar eclipse at the Dover weather station. My friend worked 8 years ago. So cool. Yeah, Karen, it's an incredible, if anyone gets the opportunity to actually see the solar eclipse or even a lunar eclipse, it's really incredible. But a total eclipse, I've never seen that. I just seen it where it got pretty dark. You'll be crabbing soon. Yeah, definitely, Brother Pete. Next month, like the end of April and the beginning of May, you know, we start crabbing over here. The water has to get warmer and change, and then, you know, we could do that too. Definitely. Oh, wait. Let me just move over here. I don't know why. Team Brittany's in the house. Good to see you, Team Brittany. Hope all is well with you, my friend. Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me try to blaze that fire. This always happens. I don't know why. It's not very windy. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I don't know if the wood is damp, and that's the reason why, but I'm going to get it going here. There we go. Oh, that smoke is horrible. It'll get going. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Hold on. Yeah, flame on, Patrick. But you want to know something? Let me throw another fire. Hold on a second. See, what I do is, I don't know if you guys could see it. It's a little, it looks like a little bomb. It looks like a smoke bomb. And you could light up. Hold on, I'm gonna light that one up. I don't know why this happens all the time. We're gonna get it. We'll get it. Get another one. Coco. Be good girl. Coco. Be a good girl, Coco. See, Coco, the brown lab. So yeah, so anyway, getting back to that story. So I did a short with me hanging out with Coco yesterday. She's so adorable, I gotta tell you. Okay, let me put one over here. Okay, let's try this now. Let's try it, fire it up. Nothing like a torch. I think we got it now. Try one more. Hey, a Cook. Good to see you, H. Cook. Aunt BB2, welcome, welcome. Sorry, guys, if I missed the comments. I will get back to you in a second. I want to get this rolling again. We got to get it rolling. There we go. I think I got it now, guys. I believe I have it now. There we go. Oh, wait, let's get another one in here. Okay. All right, let's get back to the conversation. All right, back to the comments. Inner Peas, good to see you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Who did I miss? All right, sorry about that. That always happens. Heather's Journey, good to see you. Mystique, good to see you. Fire looks good. Thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, well, it took a little bit. For whatever reason, this happens every once in a while. I think I got it good now. So anyway, getting back to the holidays. Okay, so what happened was we have St. Patrick's Day, which is a big holiday, right? St. Patrick. And believe it or not, St. Patrick, it is an Irish holiday for the Irish Americans, right? And the Irish people around the world in Ireland. But does anyone know that St. Patrick was from Italy and he was an Italian? Not many people know that. St. Patrick was Italian. Lieutenant Pete Pranzo, thank you for coming in. Good to see you. Richella, speedy recovery. Richella, speedy recovery. So everybody put the prayer emojis for Richella Pranzo, a very good friend of the channel, a good friend of Duty Ron. Duty Ron's in the house. Good to see you, brother Duty Ron. Welcome. Welcome. I got the fire going now. Lorna McKenzie, great to have you. Ron, I hope you're feeling better. Hope you're feeling better. You're drinking a lot of fluids. Drink some tea. St. Pat's Day is my father's birthday. Prayer emojis for Ron's dad up in heaven. D Cop, thank you. And by the way, Duty Ron, you did an amazing live stream earlier today. Yeah, I wanted to actually talk about that. 60 convictions. You know, the guy's an animal. You know, people think they can get away with it. You know, there's a special place in hell for people that harm children. And that's one thing that I could never accept. I can't accept any kind of homicide or murder for innocent people, but especially children. That really, you know, hits home with all of us. And, you know, hello, Diane G. Good to see you. So like I said, you know, once the evidence comes out, which I'm sure they have a lot of evidence, and there's a trial, well, I think what they should do, they should put them on a ship or a boat, go out about 1,000 miles, 500 miles out into the ocean, and just tell them to jump, and that's the end of it. Because, you know, harm to children, that's it's not acceptable. You know, they're just wasting taxpayers' money and everything else. Hello, Barbara George. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Welcome. Welcome to the Firepit Tuesday night. Beautiful night here in Long Island, New York. 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. We got a great night. And I figured, why not come in and join this incredible community we have here on YouTube. Everybody here is a friend. Barbara Crossley, good to see you. Yeah, I just found, you know, it just reminds me of, you know, Duty Ron and Ed Wallace done so many different cases, you know, on their channel. And, you know, all of them are, you know, all these horrific crimes. But when it comes down to children, you know, that really gets to me and gets to all of us, really. But, yeah, just horrible. You know, and just because, you know, somebody doesn't have a criminal record, they just haven't gotten caught yet. That's the problem. You don't really know who around you is quote unquote normal, or you just don't know. You know, if you look at all the serial killers, right? They all were sweet and compassionate people. You know, that's how they lured their victims. You know, it's very sad, though. Very, very sad. You know, when I think of children, the case with Thomas Valva, you know, very sad case. And you look at the father was an NYPD police officer. You know, could you ever imagine that a police officer would actually do such a horrific crime? But like we always speak about, right? There's good and bad in everything, in every profession. You know, like Ron was talking about that earlier on his channel. With, you know, you got lawyers and doctors, and you got you know, people upstanding citizens that you think they're upstanding citizens. Meanwhile, they're so evil that it's unexplainable and unacceptable. You know, a lot of laws, you know, a lot of these different laws. I'll give you an example, and I think Duty Ron is going to talk about this case in the future. There was a crime here in Long Island, in Suffolk County, where children, school kids, found body parts in a park. First it was a leg, then it was an arm, then it was a head, then it was just horrible. But through good police work, they found an address that I don't know how they did it, but that hasn't come out yet. So we'll see when it comes out. But they did find a house here in Long Island where they found evidence of blood, and you know what the actual knives were used to dismember bodies, and it was just horrible. And these people, sickos, they dumped them and scattered them all different places here on Long Island. And they were arrested. These 4 perpetrators. They had a GPS monitor hooked to them. They were released, and then because they couldn't convict them of murder, because of the bail reform laws here in New York, they had to release them because they weren't charged with murder. They were charged with, you know, with disrespecting a corpse, or mutilating a human body. They were charged with, but according to the bail reform laws, they could be let free. It's just sick, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right, Lou G. Watt is right. It's just sick. It really is. Just very sick. And I don't even know what to say anymore. They need to do something here in New York. They need to change these bail reform laws and let the police do their job, and let these convictions, you know, when someone is guilty of something, because I don't know how it's not a violent felony where you're not arrested, but I guess not. It's according to bail reform. And Ron, you're in the chat now, and you understand that this is just a sick thing. And I think, Ron, if you do this, you know, through your own investigation with this case, I think you should speak about bail reform law and how ridiculous it is. It's so ridiculous. Terrible. New York is out of control. Law and order needs to be prevail. Yes, D-Cop. Yes. Very soft on crime. My city's soft on crime. Wow. Yeah. You know, you got to give it to, it puts us all in danger. And, you know, Ron, it's just, I could just tell you, I don't live far away from where this occurred, a couple of miles away. You could just imagine on the local news, News 12 Long Island, they were talking about, that's our local news. Duty Ron's local news too. People were in fear for their lives when they were released. You know, how do you release somebody like that? Just insane. You know, neighbors are scared. I mean, I just don't get it. Well, you know what? People have to get disgusted, and they have to vote these politicians out and put in politicians that are hard on crime, the way it's supposed to be. Listen. Now I just heard on the news. Did you see this one? This was really interesting. This one. Scott Peterson. Did you see that? He's looking. They're saying that they might have evidence that he didn't do the murder of Lacey Peterson. May she rest in peace. That if they find the blood in the van, that they have a case. I don't know if anybody saw that. Unbelievable. So look, I believe in trials that should be fair and square. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I got to torch this up again. You know what happened here? I'll just say this. The the wood must have gotten damp. It rained. I didn't have it in the rain. I had it in my shed, but because it's damp, this is what's happening. It's all right. I'll get it going again. Yeah, just speak amongst yourselves, guys. I can't read the chat right now. I'm sorry. There we go. Okay, there we go. See if that does it. Pauline, Scott Peterson had a hearing today and he was on camera. Yes, Pauline. I saw that in the news that Scott Peterson's attorneys said that they have new evidence that if they find blood in this van that was before, that it might collaborate with his, that he didn't commit the murder. I don't know. We'll have to see about that too. That's another one that Duty Ron could look into, this case too. The ones found with the Long Island body parts walked with no bond, Cook, nothing. Yeah, it's the LA Innocence Project, not the Innocence Project. We have distanced themselves. Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. You know, I just wonder where this world's going. But like I said, guys, if you live in the United States and you believe in justice for victims, crimes, you have to support your police department. You have to support, you know, all the people who keep us safe each and every day. We don't defund the police. We fund the police. That's what we have to do. You know, because remember I said there's good and bad in everything. And most of our law enforcement are great people. And they're fair and square. Now, of course, you got a few bad apples out there. We understand this. Just like you got bad apples in everything. And Duty Ron is the first one when he calls it right out. Immediately when there's someone that is no good in his own profession. Now, let's put this other one up here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we'll give it a chance here. Let's see what we have here. If you want an uplifting on Tough on Crime, watch Sheriff Grady's in Polk County. Yeah, exactly, Mac. 100%. Right, you got to vote these people out. You understand? You know, you have to vote for politicians that are hard on crime. That's what, and that support the police. That's what you have to do. There's no question about it that, you know, we want to be safe. Everybody wants safety. Everybody wants to be safe, you know, live in peace and prosperity. I got to be honest with you. I mean, it's all over the news. New York City is is not good at the moment. It's just not good. As a matter of fact, Governor Hochul just, I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, she's part of the bail reform laws and everything that she supports. All of a sudden now she got the National Guard that's in every subway station, checking people as they're going in. People being late at work because of all this. It's just horrible. And we never had this before. Hello, Dog Defender. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yep, just not good. You almost didn't make it here today, but I'm glad I'm here. Good to see you, Mel Stiller. Good to see you. So how many people, most everybody wants justice, you know? Hold on. You're welcome, Mel. You're welcome. I mean, just have to vote these people out, these crazies out. You need Rudy back. Yeah, Rudy. There's only one Rudy Giuliani. That'll never happen again. I'm a little late. How's the temperatures there? Mac retired 911. It's 60 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. Beautiful night. I thought it was a perfect opportunity to have a great conversation. Joey, you sound aggravated. What's wrong, my friend? I came in late. Do I hear the grandchild? No, I'm not aggravated at all. Not aggravated at all. No, not at all. No, I'm good. I'm having a great time tonight, just hanging out with you guys. Margaret, great to see you. Yes, Lieutenant Pete, vote, folks, vote. I don't like, talking about politics or anything like that, but unfortunately, we live in a society that this is the United States of America where politics, it does matter. It really does. I mean, if you have common sense, nobody wants to be a victim of a crime, right? Most people just want to go to work in peace and be safe. That's what they want. Team Brittany, you got a new puppy today? Had to turn on the AC tonight, Louisiana. Yeah, it's hot. Louisiana, it's probably what, in the 70s? 70 degrees? I don't know why the fire alarms. Oh, thank you, H. Cook. I love you guys too. You guys are awesome. Yeah. 78 degrees today. Oh, Team Brittany, yes, do so, please. Another Belgian you got. Wow. Yeah, you know me, I love animals, and I just love the pets and the animals. There's nothing like a dog. I got two of them. Duty Ron could tell you he's got his little doggy there. They're just unconditional love. 66 Fahrenheit. Wow. There, we got the fire going good now. Just zoom in a little bit here. Beautiful shot there, right there. So relaxing, the fires. I love it. Let me just zoom back out again. Just a little bit there. Great. Yeah, Mel, it's a perfect night. Like I said earlier, the weather's been really horrible. And, when it's raining out, I'm a live streamer that does everything outside. So, if it's storming and raining, it's not good. All we need is marshmallows, Fuzzy Dog. See, that's right. I hope if Ed gets a new puppy, he's not what? Wait, almost. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that, Team Brittany. I hope if Ed gets the new puppy, he names it starting with an S, so we can have him called Cops Team LOL. Tracy, it's funny. Wow. Let me put this other piece of wood in here. There we go. Oof, my eyes are burning now. Just move this out of the way here. Hold on. There we go. So how's the weather by where everyone lives? Is the weather still good where you guys are? Barbara, I hope you're feeling better, Barbara. Yeah, Mel. I know, I'm careful. I'm careful. $68 here today. Yeah, Heather. Beautiful day today, 100%. You know, just to think, 2 days ago, my cousin lives in Pennsylvania. They said there was like storming, snowstorms in Pennsylvania, where they live. Over here, we just had a lot of rain. Spring is on the way, definitely. It was gorgeous, sunny with a high of 68. I put my shamrocks back outside. Yeah, well, all these decorations, you know, outside, I had to pull them in because you didn't want to damage them. 7 degrees Celsius. Okay, it's colder, Mel. Yeah, it's 15 Celsius here. 15. Another cold front, yeah. H. Cook, 72 in Central Florida. You can't beat it. Julie says it's 47 here in South Idaho. Wow, it's cold. Yeah, it's 60, Julie. 60 degrees. Beautiful. There we go. Yeah, now the fire's going. Streamlabs bot, Josh. I still think of you, my brother. All of us think of you, Josh. Yeah, down south, it's always hot. Louisiana, down in Florida. You know, all the way probably by Texas and Houston, it's warm. There you go, Cheryl. There's our good friend Josh. May you rest in peace, brother Josh. We all miss him. What are you going to do? And Julie, Dr. Moskowitz, you know, we think about Ed too, Dr. Ed. May he rest in peace too also. We think of him. So, you know, that's what it's about, our community, right? You know, we could all have great conversations with each other and support one another, no matter what, right? Yeah, let me throw that in the fire too. There we go, it keeps going. That's right, Lorna. Yep. We're a family. Yeah, we are. We are a family. You know, just because we're on YouTube, you know, we communicate with one another on and off the live stream. We do. Just get rid of this here. Ah, it's beautiful. Hi, guys. Feels good, though, I got to tell you. Yeah, and you know what? I can't wait. I can't wait for, like, summer to come, believe it or not. I love going to the beach, and, you know, we have great beaches here on Long Island. Just good for the soul. I love the warm weather. Blood does not mean, not a family make. Trust and friendship do. That's right. You hit the nail on the head. 100%. You know, sadly, sometimes family will screw you over faster than a good friend of... A good friend might help you faster than your own family member. It's sad to say, though. I've seen it with my own eyes. You know, they say blood is thicker than water, but I don't know if I believe that 100%. Have you eaten already, Joey? Still waiting for the perfect Italian cookout. Don't worry, Karen. It will come. I promise you. It will definitely come. You're the best guy. Art of medicine. Miss you so much and your family here. 100%, Julie. 100%. Yes, Team Brittany. I'm sorry for the loss. We just ate at a great Italian restaurant. Okay. What did you have? What's your favorite Italian food? I love all food, actually. So now, coming, you know, the Feast of St. Joseph is a big traditional Italian celebration that we have to honor St. Joseph. It's my name day, actually. And a lot of Italians and other cultures, too, by honoring St. Joseph, they have the St. Joseph's table they have, right? So, you know, we make a whole table. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'll live stream that for you guys. The food at St. Joseph's. I'm going to do that. That one I'll do. That's it. It's March 19th. I want to give you a little glimpse of my life with food. We'll show you. I know, Karen, you'll love that one, Karen Cole. Definitely love that one. We got 29 friends in the house, 34 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Now I want some eggplant. Cacciatore. Yeah, cacciatore. Very good. Take blood thinners, and I will for the rest of my life. Was it Joey's mom's in Bensonhurst? Yes. Yes. Yeah. My favorite Italian food is eggplant parmesan. I love a good eggplant parmesan. Eggplant parmesan should be light, thick, and light to eat. Not heavy. Not heavy. My nonna, my grandmother, used to make... Well, she was a chef, so I mean it wouldn't be fair. But she made it. It was almost like eating cake. I'm not kidding you. It was that good. It was like eating cake. My Napolitan grandmother, my nonna, who I miss dearly, by the way. No, Mel, I don't want to make you hungry. I don't want to get anybody hungry. So for St. Patrick's Day, we're going to make corned beef and cabbage. You know, some people make it in the oven and some boil it, right? I like to boil mine. My corned beef, nice and tender. And what I use is Heineken. I boil it in Heineken. In beer, I boil it. And it comes out really nice. And very slowly, you want to cook that. Very, very slowly. Slow. You know, and then we have the sides with the potatoes and cabbage. I can only eat cabbage once a year. That thing is too gassy for my system. And I love cabbage too. Fried green tomatoes, yummy. Mel, I'm trying to make you hungry. If there's some leftovers and I'm not doing the egg thing, I'm like, no, give me some fried eggplant. I just love food, guys. We're all foodies, right? In our own way. We love food. And you know, Easter's coming up, so Easter Sunday, that's a big meal for us. You know, we make leg of lamb, we make beautiful leg of lamb. There are some years that we've eaten rabbit, leg of lamb. Just move that. But I love leg of lamb. But you know what? You have to make it right. A BLT sandwich. Oh, there's another doggy over there. Lamb is really good if you make it right. Yes, Heather. Yes, you know. I soak it for about 5 or 6 hours in the refrigerator with lemon. Put a drop of white vinegar and lemons. And then what I do is we clean, you know, it's already butchered and cleaned and everything. I make pockets inside of the lamb and I stuff fresh garlic cloves in there. I have a friend who makes the best brisket or corned beef. Lamb is the favorite meat. Yeah, I love it. We stuff it with garlic. It's not gamey at all. It's delicious. It's really, really good. Yeah, I love it. I could eat garlic all day long. I love it. And it comes out really good. Leg of lamb. I had to order it, by the way. And it's not cheap. Leg of lamb. Now I'm getting Barbara hungry over here. Oh my God, I tried making cabbage rolls in a muffin tin, kind of like a lasagna. Wow. Try marinating in white wine, lemon, fresh garlic, and a little salt. It's delicious. Yes, Mel. White wine too. You could do, yeah, lemon. Definitely have to use lemon. Yep, the food is the feast of life. Amen, Lieutenant Pete. 100%. And then we have, you know, I make stuffed artichokes. Best meatballs I've had in Little Italy. Really? Yeah, speaking about meatballs, wow. I always think of my nonna, my grandmother, when it comes to food. She just pops into my head. Oh, she used to use, you know, veal, pork, and beef mixed in with fresh, none of this canned breadcrumbs. She used to, you know, use the old Italian bread that was just, you know, all hard as a rock, and she used to mix it with egg and Parmigiano Reggiano and parsley and mix it all in together with 2 eggs. And she used to make fresh pasta, and I miss all that stuff. I really do. And then she used to fry the meatballs. Fry them to perfection and then put them in the sauce. Not gravy. Some people call it, how many people call it gravy? And how many people put a 1 in the chat for gravy, and put 2 in the chat for sauce. I want to see this. There's 30 people in the house here. I want to see this. That's right. Sauce. It's not gravy. Gravy is brown. That's gravy. There's a little Italian lady, wait, hold on YouTube, who fixes all the kinds of good dishes. Love watching her. Which one, Lou G? Which one? Nonna Pia? That lady? With the grandson? She's very good too, Nonna Pia. There's a few of them. Gravy is thick, pasta that tastes like cardboard. Exactly, Mel. 1 and 2 depends. No, Karen, I promise you, my friend. It is sauce. This is coming from an Italian, 2nd generation Italian American. My wife is she's 1st generation. Sauce. She's Sicilian. In the South, they eat sausage gravy and it's white. That's right, Fuzzy Doxy. It's white too. Yeah. There is not a chef in America, an Italian chef who studied culinary arts, who will call a Sunday sauce gravy. This just won't happen. What do you think, Patrick, New York? What do you think? Is it gravy or sauce? You're not making gravy, right? It's a sauce made from the meat drippings. That's right. Her name is Gina. Her channel is Bon Appetito. Oh, yeah, okay, I know who she is. Yeah, she's very good. Oh, yeah. It's sauce. Patrick, New York knows. He's a New Yorker. Yeah, it's sauce. Hold on, let me fix this here. Oh, now we got a good fire going, guys. It was very damp. It was very, very damp. That's what happened. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, just love food. And believe it or not, I'm going to tell you something, guys. It's not difficult to make fresh pasta. It's just not. It's pretty easy to make. It's very simple. It's just flour and eggs and a little water. That's it. You mix it really good. You knead it like a dough. Then you take a rolling pin. You flatten it out. And there's many different ways. You don't need a machine, by the way. You do not need a machine. You could make fettuccine. You could make. Oh, Cheryl, the fire is really going good now. I was getting disappointed earlier. I'm not Italian, but I love good pasta dish. Yeah, 100%. You know, it's food to me. When you learn how to cook, when people learn through tradition, right, to their parents, or they learn professionally, or they go to a school, whatever, you do it with love when you make something. I don't care if it's a sandwich. You put love into cooking. That's what you do. Add a pizza box to the fire. No, I don't have one. I don't have any. Sean B., good to see you, my friend. Great to see you. Yeah, I don't have a pizza box I could burn. No. I make my own pizza too. Actually, what I want to do is I want to get a pizza oven for outside. That I want to do. Preparing food is the result of loving the people you're cooking for. Well said, Mel. Well said. That's right, Margaret. No question about it. No question. It's all about, you know, I made a homemade pizza tonight. You did, Lexi. Wow. It's not hard to make pizza. You know what, guys? You could just, they sell pizza racks that you could, you know, for rounds. You can make round pizza. They sell the dough. You could go to a supermarket and buy the dough already done. Ready done. You don't have to make dough from scratch. You could just buy the dough in a bakery, or you could do it yourself. My tongue and lips feel something. Wait, I missed that one. Sharon, good to see you. How are you? And lips feel a little weird when I eat shrimp, but they said it's not. Fuzzy Doxy, you may be allergic. If you get a tingling sensation, Matty Boy Sully, beautiful weather tonight, Matty Boy. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, I had to go live. I had to hang out with everybody. Beautiful. I mean, I have a jacket on, but it is what it is. Yeah. Gotta run and get the pup into bed. Big dog is giving. Team Brittany, send me that picture. And good luck with the puppy. SJ Alexander, good to see you, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Yeah, we talk about everything here, right? Now we're talking about food, which we love, all food. Right, I think it might be the iodine in shrimp, and I didn't test for that. Yes. Seafood, let me explain. So fish, there's a difference in allergens, right? Seafood has got that iodine, and you got to be really careful. You know, it's like people that are allergic to peanuts. God forbid you could get anaphylactic shock where your face blows up and you get, you go into these hives and you could really stop breathing. I mean, it's very serious anaphylactic shock. You got to be careful. So if you know you got that tingling sensation, don't eat no more seafood or shrimp. Go get tested by a doctor for seafood or iodine. Is it a customary? When, like any night? Carla, good to see you, Carla. Welcome to my live stream. Tonight we're talking about everything. We're talking about true crime. We're talking about food. We're talking about life. Any questions or anything, whatever floats your boat. We're having great conversation. Yeah, anaphylactic shock is scary, Dog Defender. No question. Night fire, right? Kid. Yes, any night, especially during this long summer nights. Yeah, my dad was Portuguese, and I make kale soup and Portuguese bread. Wow, that's delicious, Barbara. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Of course, I love Italian food, right? I'm an Italian, second generation Italian American, but I love Asian food. I love Spanish food. I love all. I'll eat anything, to be honest with you. Listen, if it's good cuisine, it's good cuisine. It's enjoyable, and that's what it's all about. Especially being around friends and family. Can't beat it when you're eating with your friends and family. I actually have an inside joke with Olive Garden. I think I'm allergic to the restaurant. Every time I eat there, I get a sneezing attack after the meal. Ryan, good to see you, brother. Ryan's in the house. A good friend Ryan from Periscope. Great to have you join me, brother. Yeah. What would be your last meal, Joey? Whatever you want. Carla, good question. My last meal. Well, let's see. My last meal. I mean, if I knew it was the last meal of my life, it's got to be a pasta dish. You know what, guys? I'm going to tell you. I love meat. I love poultry. I love chicken. But you know what my favorite is? She said it right there, Fuzzy Doxy. Lobster. I love seafood. Mussels, clams, scallops, shrimp. You call them prawns. I love that. I really, really love that. And it would probably with linguine with clam sauce. I like white sauce, white clam sauce. I love a simple dish, fettuccine alfredo with Reggiano Parmigiano cheese. Love it with the cream. I love that too. Aunt BB2 loves lasagna. You bought myself a stuffed animal. I felt like a little kid. Wendy, that's so adorable. You gotta love it. So, Carla, that would be my last dish. Yeah, for me, it would be surf and turf with a large Coca-Cola. There you go. Nothing like a good lobster. Now, let's talk lobsters, right? So there's different species of lobster. You got Caribbean, down in the Caribbean, you got those spiny lobsters. Then you have the Maine lobster from the Gulf of Maine, right? Then you have Canadian lobsters. Now, my cousin is a fishmonger for the last 30 years of his life. 30 years. He's a fish store in Brooklyn. And I've tasted all those. I've tasted the Caribbean lobster, the Maine lobster, and the Canadian lobster. Number one lobster for me, the sweetest, is the Maine lobster. Number one. Then comes the Canadian lobster, which is very similar. Has anyone here in the chat ever tried low-carb keto noodles? No. Ryan, I haven't tried that. But how is that? Last meal for Lake Lizard is the BLT. Bacon, lettuce, tomato. And what do you like, mayonnaise? Yeah, BLT is great. Steak and Caesar salad. Caesar salad. Fresh Caesar salad. The right way. With the raw egg. I mean, that's done with, it's really good. Maine lobster roll, fuzzy doxy. Yeah, Mystique is getting hungry, yummy. Mayo, yeah, we love it. We love food, guys. We love it. My husband is a carboholic. Well, that means rice, pasta, bread, cake. I'll tell you, about a couple of years ago, I have yet to try the low carb keto noodles myself. That's why I asked. Reviews are all over the place. You know what, Ryan? I'm going to look into that. Not that I need it, but yeah. So here's a little situation with pastas and stuff. Now, I know people that have been to, they go on vacation or they visit family in Italy, like my wife, right? They go to Italy and they eat pasta every single day. They eat bread every day. They eat meat every day. Nobody gains weight in Italy for whatever reason. They just, and a lot has to do with it, believe it or not, is the wheat that, Joey, thank you for being in the chat earlier when we went through the charges for Madeline Soto. Okay, so hard to hear the details. You know what, Carla, just to reiterate and go back there, look, like I said earlier in the chat, now they found, they went into probably his phone and his computer, and they found horrific, things this poor girl went through. And like I said, there's a special place in hell for people who harm children. And it really bothers me. Any crimes against children, especially, I mean, really, it's just, it's not good. It's just not good. Now, getting back to food. My last would be lamb and spinach sauce. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, Carla, I love humanity, and just like all of us, first of all, there's 38 people in this chat. All of us we all love humanity, meaning we love people. We wouldn't be here as a community right now if we didn't love each other. And when I mean love, I don't mean physical love. I mean love of just, we're all brothers and sisters in our own way. We come from different cultures, different backgrounds, but that doesn't matter. We all think alike in the sense that we want good things for people. We just want to wake up every morning and be, have peace and tranquility. We don't want to be victims of horrific crimes. We don't want to be robbed or hit over the head. And we want to go to work and earn a living, and we want that white picket fence, and we just want to earn, just be normal people and have family. That's all we want. But there's evil in the world. There's a lot of evil. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Hello from Connecticut, Doreen. Great to see you, Doreen. Welcome, welcome. So guys, if you don't know me and you're new to my chat, I want to welcome you. My name is Joeybklyn, as you could see, hence the name, right? I've been a live streamer since 2015 on another app called Periscope. I do all kinds of live streaming. I go out in New York City. I do guided walking tours. I do all the different holidays, traditions. And I got a great community right here on YouTube now. Thanks to Brother Duty Ron and amazing people that I met over there who join my live streams and support me here. And I appreciate each and every one of you who come into my chat. We have a great community. And I think it's important that people, get together, and whether it's through social media in this instance, right? It's a very safe atmosphere in my live streaming, right? My channel and Duty Ron's channel. We don't tolerate nothing, and we just tolerate good human beings. We are a beautiful community, and we need to support each other despite the darkness in the world. We care about these cases. That's right, Carla. We care about all the people and all the victims we hurt. When we see, we're humanitarians. Everyone in this chat is humanitarian, I could tell, because I'm one. Duty Ron is one, of course, right? We care about people, and we care about we don't want people to become victims of horrific crimes. It's so unnecessary. I just wish that we could all, you know, respect one another, love one another. We're all brothers and sisters when it comes down to it. We're all human beings, whether we're white, black, purple, Jewish, Muslim, Catholic, atheist, whatever you want to call it, right? We're all human beings. We all bleed the same color red. We should all respect each other. And that, when respect means, in other words, not to harm one another, not to get over on one another, but to respect each other. That's right. Hello, Carol Grayston. Good to see you. Good to see you, Carol. Yeah, I know it's preaching, right, Patrick? I mean, look, I know it's like me preaching, but it's not really preaching. It's just I'm an honest person. I couldn't honestly be a juror on a case like this. No, and I'll tell you why. You're talking about this case now, right? Look, I've been a juror many times. Many, many times I've been a juror, and I'll explain. So I've been a regular juror, right? I've done drug offenses. I've been involved in cases with drugs. I did a murder one time. I have done, what else? I was a federal grand juror for 6 months, 3 times a week for 6 months. I was a federal grand juror. I did that. There was a lot of drug cases, a lot of embezzlement and that kind of stuff. But thank God, I was never involved in anything related over the years with, with children being, God forgive me for saying this, murdered, or, these horrific cases. I would probably have to excuse myself. I would not want to be on that trial. Only because I wouldn't be fair. I just wouldn't. I just could not be fair. Dr. Ed, I don't want to be a juror. No. I do my crochet. I give it where I can. I know, Sharon, you're amazing. Yes. I've been on jury duty several times, but it was excused every time. Criminal cases, I couldn't be a civil court juror. Yeah. I've done civil cases. I've done, over the years. I'm 57 years old. The first time, I'll never forget. I was 18 and 19 years old. No, I was 19 years old. I get called for jury duty. Supreme Court in Brooklyn, New York. First case, it was a drug case. A drug dealer dealing drugs to high school students or whatever it was. And it was kind of, hi, Eileen, good to see you. They said, they interview you, right? You know how it works. You get interviewed by the prosecutor. You get interviewed by the defense counsel. They go through hundreds of people until they find the right 12 jurors, 2 alternates. They find the right person. So they select me. I'm the youngest juror there. I'm the youngest guy. 19 years old. I'm a kid. Youngest one. I don't know anything about this. But it was a little intimidating. I'm not going to lie to you. Very intimidating. So, we listened to the case. Opening statements. Right? Both sides opening statements. Then, you know how it goes. Okay. Now we get charged. The jury gets charged. That means we can't leave until we come up with majority, either not guilty or guilty. And there's so many, there was like 10 different charges they had on this individual. Okay? They select me as the juror foreman. They were laughing. They says, we don't want to be a juror foreman. Give it to the kid. Give it to Joey. He's the kid. He's the youngest one here. Make him the juror foreman. So they make me the juror foreman. And it's a big responsibility because you have to get everybody together. You have to have great discussion as a juror, right? With all the evidence. All the evidence is in front of you. And you have to have a discussion. Well, I wouldn't get past voyeur. They bounced me from life and hell of family. Yeah, dog defender. So here it is. With the jury's charged. So we're not allowed to leave. They bring around menus for lunch. Order what you want. We break for lunch. We're having, we go back into discussions, and there was, I don't know, there was maybe two people. No, it was out of the 12 jurors, there was only like, it was not enough to convict. It wasn't enough. And so now they're getting impatient. The prosecutor's getting impatient. Like, what's the problem? Like, because we're sending notes back and forth. We're sending notes to the judge that we need more information. Not more information. We need to read over the testimony of this person or this expert. It's a lot of work when you do it back then. So now I've been chosen as a juror foreman because I was taking notes and paying attention. It is an important job making sure all jurors are heard. You're the moderator managing the jury. Correct, Carla. And I'm 19 years old. And it was like, but Cheryl, you're welcome, my good friend. You're welcome. Thank you for supporting me and being a part of this. So now getting back to that. So it's a great responsibility to be a juror is a responsibility, right? Because guess what? It could be one of us that we just say we were convicted of, we were arrested for a crime that we really didn't commit. And now you got to go in front of, it's scary, right? So anyway, getting back to what I was saying. So nothing happens. The judge says, go home. It's a Thursday. No, it was a Wednesday. He says, everybody go home and can't speak to nobody about this, all that stuff. Go home, be here at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay, we do that. Now it's Thursday. Again, we come in the morning and we're charged with listening to the evidence again, reading over, going back and forth, back and forth. Long story short, it's like 5:30 at night. We're still there. The judge turns around and says, if you don't come up with something here, tomorrow, be prepared that nobody's going home. You will be put in a hotel, and we'll come right back the next day until you ladies and gentlemen, come up with something. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. So now everyone's like, well, wait a minute. I'm not staying overnight, and I'm not doing this. So believe it or not, guys, fair. Look, I'm as fair as they come, right? And everybody's fair. But there were some jurors out there that were like saying, by tomorrow, you people better come up with an answer, because I'm not sleeping in no hotel. I just got married, and my husband is not going to allow me to be in a hotel. I mean, listen, this was, and I'm a young guy, and I'm trying to explain to them that, listen, we have to all put our heads together, listen to the evidence, and we have to come up with an answer. And that's it. So now the judge, I sent a letter back to the judge saying that they don't want to, they don't want to be sequestered. They don't want to do it. He's like, what do you mean? Who's saying that? And I said, well, juror number 5 and juror number 3 says they have a problem and this and that. And to be perfectly honest with you, as jurors, you have to manage any jurors just want to get through fast because of their job, children. It's about doing it right and not fair. Correct, Carla. That is correct. Here it is. For me, I'm a single young guy, 19 years old, just graduated high school, basically, a year before. And I have no responsibility. But there are people that have jobs and responsibility. But remember, before you're selected, you're interviewed. And they explain to you. The judge explains to you that it could take 2 weeks, for a month, 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, 2 weeks, 2 days. They tell you that. You know, it's like that's the way it is. It's a responsibility as an American citizen to do jury duty. And a lot of people don't like jury duty. So I'll never forget. So now it's the following day, and all of a sudden, we can't come up with we can't come up with the answer. It's 5:30 at night, 6 o'clock at night. So now the judge turns around and says, "Okay, now you guys are, I order you sequestered now." So they sequestered all of us, and people didn't have, they didn't have their pajamas or whatever. First of all, what they do is, let me tell you my experience. So men, like I was with another guy. Women stay with, they pair you up. A man and a man, a woman and a woman. That's how it works. You don't get your own room. You share rooms, and you have a court officer that stays right outside of your room. He puts a chair and he sits right outside your door. Nobody's going there. As a matter of fact, the whole floor was taken over. Nobody was allowed on, could have got on that floor anyway. So it was it was like, I don't know, probably 8 to 10 court officers that stood with us. So we were always protected, security-wise. And they took us out to eat in a restaurant. We stayed in Staten Island, New York at a Holiday Inn hotel. We were on a bus. I mean, that's what they do. But the next day, we we had breakfast. They put us on a bus. We had to be in court by 9:30 or 10 o'clock. We had to be in. And let me tell you, it didn't take much. By the time 3 o'clock came, as jurors, we had our answer. And I remember that case, and he was, it's juror form, and it's very, very scary to, especially a 19-year-old kid I was. The juror, as the juror, you're reading guilty or not guilty. And let me tell you, out of those 10 counts, he was guilty on all 10. It wasn't a good day for that. He was a dealer, he was. Dealing to high school students. It was just, it was a horrible thing. And it was scary because you got to understand what they do is once the conviction comes down, right? They make the jurors leave first. Everybody has to stay there. Nobody's let out. And the court officers actually walked us to the train station, and they stood with us until we hopped on the train. Or some people took buses or whatever. I'll never forget that. But it was very intimidating. But anyway, that's my boring story about being at 19 years old. The first case, I was sequestered at 19 years old. It was intimidating, to say the least. Yeah, dealing to kids, high school students. One guy was. They had him on surveillance. You enjoyed the story, Patrick? Yeah, that was wild. Patrick, you know where that was, Patrick? The hotel? You're from Staten Island. Staten Island. The one on Richmond Avenue. It used to be the Holiday Inn. You know which one. Now it's not a hotel anymore. I don't know what it is. But yeah. Joey, I think you're always been an old head on a young show. Yeah, Carol. It's I matured very quickly as a young kid. Why? Because my dad took me as a young child. Growing up in New York City, he took me every museum. He was a great educator, my dad. He taught me a lot. Taught me about the streets. He taught me about life as a young kid. And I miss him. I miss my dad so much. A lot of times we didn't agree with each other, right? We always have like little spats of, disagreements with one another. But then you don't realize sometimes when they're gone, and sometimes you say, wow, I should have listened to my dad. I guess we all went through that with our own parents, or even grandparents. Hello, Glenda. Good to see you. Glenn, it's fall now in Australia. It's fall. Yeah, I'll never forget those times. Hold on, let me get the... Is everyone having a good time tonight with the conversation? We're all hanging out with one another? Would you like me to stay on a little bit longer, another 20 minutes, half hour? Or you want me to end the broadcast? It's up to you guys. Put a 1 in the chat if you want me to stay. Put a 2 if you want me to end it. Okay, everybody wants me to hang out. Hey, Karina, good to see you. Stay. Okay, I'll stay a little bit longer. Love the conversation. Okay. All right, Ryan, you got it. Lou G. Hey, Lou, I love the emoji with the Italian hand like this. Good to see you, Doreen. All right, we're going to chill out. We're going to hang out a little bit more. Fine. Very relaxing. Yeah. We'll wait till, you know what? We'll wait till we still got plenty of wood over here. Got a lot of wood. Wait, let me just grab that a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Where is Luca? Luca's inside, my little boy. Did you see my short with Luca? I'm calling him and say, "Come here, boy. Come over here." And he's like intimidated. Not intimidated, like he's like, "What does my father want from me?" He's so cute. Yeah. Let me see. Is Luca around? Let's see if we can get Luca. I think he's laying down, Luca. Where's the boy? Sleeping? Oh, no, forget it. Luca's sleeping. Sorry, guys. We'll do it another time with Luca. Yeah, he's laying in his bed. He's laying in his bed, the boy. Next time. Yeah, he's a cutie. Nothing like unconditional love, right, guys? Nothing like it. You know, every time I drive my wife to work, right, he gets all, you know, as soon as I grab my jacket or my coat or jacket, he's like, "Dad, are you going to take me? Are you going to take me? Please take me." Thank you, Mel. Yeah, dogs, what a life they have, absolutely. I get my espresso and enjoy the fantastic fire pit. Oh, Julie. Yeah, I just had espresso a little while ago. Yeah, innocent souls, no question about it. And to think, you know, sometimes on Instagram or TikTok, like I'm scanning and like all these crazy videos of, animal abuse. I'm like, I have to block that because I can't see that stuff. I don't like that. You know, they should ban people that do that. They should put people in prison that harm animals. That's another thing. I don't like it. Yep. Hope my connection's holding up good. There we go. All righty. So let's talk about, let's see. We spoke about true crime. We spoke about the weather. We spoke about food. There's no way that I could watch videos showing animal or children being abused. Oh, no, Mel. Absolutely. 100%. And then it leads into other things. Yeah, Glenda. No question about it. Yeah, Doreen, you know what? I'm an empath, and I feel people's sorrow and pain. You know, that's a good thing and it's a bad thing. So, like, it's just, I get emotional very quickly. Do I think Trump will get back in? You know what? We'll see. We'll see what happens. We will see. Can we talk about forgiveness? Yes, Eileen, we could. So, like, when we speak about forgiveness, what do we mean by forgiveness? Well, yeah, Mel, it is. It is a curse and a blessing at the same time, right? So, for forgiveness is something that you have to learn. It's not easy to forgive somebody who's hurt you in your past life. It's not. But just as a Judeo-Christian, you know, human being, we always have to look at the bright side, right? So as much bad there is in the world, there's so much more good out there. And I do believe that forgiveness opens up your heart. As much as, you'll have a family member or somebody who is not resonating with your way of thinking, or maybe your experience in life, even our own children. I sent a text to my group family. No, it's okay. For me, forgiveness is letting it go and giving it up to God. So, yeah, Margaret, I was just going to get to that, Margaret. 100%. Is letting it go, giving it up to God, and let it be. 100%. Forgiving yourself is the most difficult. Yes, that's very true, by the way. That is very true. I mean, in my own life, I can only speak about my own life. There are many people, because of my good nature, and people take kindness for weakness, but I'm the complete opposite. As kind as I am and loving as I am, I could be someone's worst enemy. But I grew over time as an experience, as just being, Joey, I don't like any form of abuse either, and I can't forgive people that does it. Well, Karina, let me tell you something. I was one of those people that held a lot of envy and pain and vengeance, and I'll get back at you, and I'll make your life miserable, and I'll do all this. But as I got older and I saw life, God tests us all the time. We're being tested every single minute, every single day. It just very, how can I say this? I'm trying to use an example of my own life. There have been times that I've been hurt because of my good nature with people in general, just general stuff. Nothing major, just general stuff. People that took advantage of me or my kindness or whatever it may be. And that, these people they backstab you or they try to hurt you in some fashion or way because maybe they don't think alike or you're the opposite of that person, okay? And we're talking about not strangers, not just people that your next door neighbor. I'm talking about family. I'm talking about. That hurts the most. Blood. Sometimes, like I say, sometimes your own family could hurt you the most. Okay? Talking real family. I'm talking, first cousins and aunts and uncles. Okay? I mean, how could I give you an example that... All right, I'll give you a personal experience. I'll give you one. Only one I'll give you. For whatever reason, my grandmother, my nonna on my father's side, for whatever reason, never liked my mother. Never did. Never. They just didn't get along. They didn't like each other. And my mother's like me. Because of that, growing up as a child, my grandmother on my father's side, not my mother's side, did not treat me right, or my brother. We weren't treated right. My father had two other sisters. They had all girls. There was four other girls there was in the family, all first cousins. And my dad had the two boys. That's me and my brother. Wait for this one. And for whatever reason, my grandmother, who I did love, hold on. She didn't treat me right at all. She made me feel as a child that, oh, you're just like your mother. You're just like her. She treated me she was very mean to me and my brother. I'm talking 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. And I never forgot that. I'll tell you another story that really hurt me as a kid. My grandparents had a summer home out here on Long Island. They lived in the city. Every summer they would, go out to this house on Long Island on the shore, right? And the whole family used to go there on a Sunday, or no, Saturday they used to go. We all go there for dinner and hang out and everything, go swimming, go fishing. It was beautiful. And my grandfather, my nonno, who I love so much, he turned around and said, why don't you leave Joey to stay with us for a week? Let him stay with us. I'm on vacation. We'll go fishing every day. We'll go crabbing. We'll go, we'll have good times together. I want to spend time with my grandson. Well, let me tell you something. My parents were outside. I was in the house. My father's mother, my grandmother, she turned around to my two aunts, and she said it like this. She actually grinded her teeth. She went, I don't want this kid over here. I don't want these kids. I don't want them here. I do not want them here. He's not staying here. I don't want him. I went into the bathroom and cried my eyes out. I was 7 years old. I never forgot that. I never forgot it. Never. She was very mean. I'm 57 years old. I remember it like it was yesterday. Okay, now that's my grandmother. What grandmother would treat their grandchild, okay, like that? Anyway, to make a long story short, yeah, it's heartbreaking. It is. I'm going to talk about forgiveness, but this is why I have to. I didn't want to talk about this, but I'm doing it. It's just me. So sorry. Thank you. Thank you. It's a trauma. It was. I want you to hear that. Look, I'm doing it because this is a lesson. I'm telling everybody, it burnt in my memory. Yeah, it's a lesson that I want everyone to hear. So over the years, right, I'm getting older, right? I'm becoming a teenager. And, when my parents would say, oh, we're going over to Nonna's house or whatever, Grandpa, I would say, I couldn't say much, right? Because I'm 11, 12 years old. But when I turned 16, 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, I turned around and said, oh no, I got something else better to do. I'm not going. Okay, my mother knew why. My mother knew. My father knew too, but he would just ignore the situation. He would just ignore it. Because again, that's still his mother, it's still his father, right? Okay. So now, as the years go on, right, I get married in my 20s, right? We have a big wedding, blah, blah, blah. She's there. Yeah, whatever. You're my grandma. You're my nonna, good, or whatever. Whatever. And now, to make a long story short, my grandfather, 88 years old, he passes away. He dies of esophagus. He had a tumor in his esophagus, and he died of cancer. Now, what happened? He passes away. He lived till he's 88. But anyway, he died in his own rocking chair in his house. He had the surgery, everything. He just, old age, and he was sick. He died. Now, my grandmother, she starts getting sick too. She has liver failure. She has all kinds of issues. And, my dad at the time, he was retired. He was taking care of his because he was retired. So they would take turns, his two sisters and his mother. I mean, no, His two sisters and my dad, they used to take turns watching his mom in the house. They had a nurse to come over, and they took care of it. Okay. Eventually, it got to the point where they couldn't do it no more, right? So forgiveness is for the victims, but it's still hard to forgive her now. Okay. So now they put her in a nursing home because they couldn't take care of her no more. Not too far away in Manhattan, in New York. And my father would tell me, now I'm married, 2 years I'm married. When are you going to see your grandmother? When she's in the box. I said, Dad, don't worry about it. I'll get there, Dad. I'll get there. And my father would pressure me and get angry with me. Remember, that's still his mother. And I still have to, because of my father and respect that I have, and I love my dad, I went. I drove into New York, and I went and see her. Well, let me tell you something. Here's where forgiveness came. Now, she never treated me right? Because she was so ill and sick, okay? When she saw me and my daughter, who was a little baby at the time, she cried and said, I miss you so much. She hugged me, embraced me with whatever strength she had. And she says, I love you, and I'm sorry. Okay? That was the point where I forgave her in my heart. I forgave my nonna. It took 25 years of abuse, and I finally forgave her at her most vulnerable moment. Something came upon her, and she saw the light. So there you go. Anyone can change at any given time. So yes, I forgave my grandmother. Even to this day, I forgive her. But again, I was abused, right? Mentally from that. She never struck me. She never hit me or nothing. But it was a mental abuse. And sometimes that's even worse. So from that lesson that I've learned, and I want you all to listen to this. I'm so sorry, Joey. She's showing you how broken she was. You know it was never about you. I can do relate. Yes, Dog Defender. No question. I enjoy the content in live chat. Oh, that's Josh telling me that one. So when I want to know, sometimes somebody could do so much harm to you, right? A family member. Like in my case, it was my grandmother. But yet, in the end, that was her way of saying I'm sorry, right? Almost on knocking on one foot in the grave, knocking on death's door. She saw the light. She probably asked for forgiveness. And she did. And I forgave her. Because I know that's not only what God wanted from her, but it's also what she knew was wrong. And I didn't have to forgive her, but I did. Because of who I am and my faith in life. And as a Christian and my faith. And I was angry for a long, long time and bitter. But you want to know something? I was relieved. I was totally relieved from it. Completely relieved. And I gave it from my heart. You got it. That's right. Forgive them, for they not know what they do. Jesus said that from the cross, right? When you forgave her, you became a better person. Yeah, Mel, I did. And you know something? My mother forgave her too. Yeah, no question, Patrick. And like, my mom wasn't nice to me until fourth stage Alzheimer. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Dog Defender. It was like it gave me an opportunity to forgive her too. It changes you. It does change you. It really does. And I'm just grateful that I've had, and believe it or not, It made my father happy. But I didn't do it for that. I did it because of what I saw. It made me, because of that incident in my life, it made me a better person. It really did. And I've been angry. Of course, we're all human beings. We get mad, we get angry, we get upset, we laugh, we cry, we go. This is life. But I don't hate anybody, guys. I don't hate humanity. I'm just disappointed with humanity. I'm really disappointed. But I have a lot of faith that there are a lot of good people out there, right? I do. And good people bring other good people together. And I consider all 27 people, well, actually 54 people. Yeah, Michael, she definitely was a narcissist. No question about it. No question. The moment for you was your grandmother, not your dad, Joey. Yes, exactly. But because, the plan was that I just wasn't going because I was angry inside. I was very angry. Very bitter I was, and I just said no. But because I had so much love and respect for my father, I went. But you know something? I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I went. If you didn't forgive her that moment, you would have regretted forever. You're right, Patrick. Good to see you. Who is that? Michael, welcome. If you're new to my live stream, welcome. To an incredible community here on YouTube. This is what we do. We talk about life, and I'm a live streamer. I do a lot of walking around lives, and I do this once a week. We do these fireside chats. We do about life. Good to see you, Erica. Did I say hello to Erica Olson earlier? No, I don't. Yeah, I was very hurt. I was very, very hurt. And now, how do I look at life at 57 years old? Well, I've been around the block. I have a lot of experience. And I'd rather love people than hate people. I don't hate anybody. I may dislike the way people act, right? Because I don't think it's right, but I don't hate anybody. And I want the world to know that. I don't have a mean bone in my body. I think there's change for everybody. I think there's change. There is change. If you want, it's there. It's there. If you want to be on the good side of the, I look at it this way. How do you want your legacy in life to be? It does, Lexi. How do you want to live your legacy? There's 26 people here. Amen, Lieutenant. Amen. How do you want to live your legacy? I tell this to people. You want to be bitter? You want to be angry? You want to be nasty? You want to be miserable? When your time has come and the light goes out, you want people to turn around at your funeral and say, you know what? She was such a good person. He was such a good person. He cared about people. He helped people. She helped people. She loved life. That's what you want. That's the way you want your legacy to be remembered. Not the other way around. There's plenty of those people. So I made a point in my life a while ago to let life, let it be, let it go. When you're upset and you're being hurt by someone, let it go. Move on. That's it. That's the way you forgive. Leave it up to God. Move on. Move on with your life. No matter what you could do. There are people that try to talk to people and try to communicate and try to make things better in our own families even. But you know what? If they don't want no part of you as who you are, or they don't want forgiveness, well, the man above is watching. He sees that. You did your job. It's okay. You can move on. We can always learn to accept an apology we'll never receive and love live righteous life by God's rules. I want to make peace with everyone. Yes, I always say it's not my burden to carry. Dog Defender, very well said. Very well said. Very well said. Yep. Did you get your hubby's dinner, Heather Journey? Oh, there you go. I was married to one for 4 years. There you go. I get you, Michael. I understand. Thank you, brother. And welcome to my channel. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. So here we go. Oops, let me just... You know, ladies and gentlemen, the real tough guys out there, the real tough women and tough guys are the ones who go to work every day, the ones who fight for justice, the ones who, the men who cry, the women who cry, the people who have time to reflect. Those are the tough people in the world. There's many followers and they're not leaders. You always want to be a leader, not a follower. Just be a leader. I've always been a leader in my life. I had no choice. That's right. Just release it all. The world needs more people like you. Oh, just me. Thank you. Love you too. I appreciate it. Thank you. You know, and I feel like, you know, part of this channel too is not just, you know, walking around and showing you things. Like I said, we got a great community. But if I could help one person by conversation, I did my job. Patrick, you're funny, Patrick. Patrick. Karina's good people. Remember that, Karina. Don't try to forgive as bad as it could be. Try. You'll feel better when you forgive. It's just me. This is true. My friend, mental, emotional, verbal, psychological abuse are often much more harmful than a black eye. Yeah. No, but people care if they could see your inquiry when invisible, not easily. Yes, I agree. You did. Thank you. I might sleep. Oh, thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. Thank you, listen, everyone that's in this chat right now. I thank you all for your support, your love and respect and everything. And I think we got a great community. And look, everyone has my email address. If you need to talk something personal and you want to, you know, give my input or something, if I could help you in that, you know, retrospect from my own experience of life, I'm more than willing to help any of you guys out in any which way I can. You've helped me so much, so many times. I am struggling during a rough day. I'm so grateful. Oh, thank you, Dog Defender. Anytime. 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 So there we go. Yeah, thank you, moderators. Listen, thank you, all my awesome moderators. You know, most of them are from Duty Run and elsewhere, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't even need a moderator, to be honest with you. It's that, Joey, my major shift in myself was the moment I found out my husband had COVID, and it was critical. Hold on. Found that my husband had COVID, and it was critical. We had not spoken in 4 years. In 1 second, oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh, Glenda. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, thank you to all the moderators and all your support. I appreciate it. I'm gonna say that. Yes, Joeybklyn checks the email. Check his email. I will. Thank you. Anytime. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, love you all. And like I said, if it's something that you want to talk about personally or anything, remember, I'm not a psychiatrist. Thank you. I appreciate it, Pat. I'm not a psychiatrist. This is just my own journey in life, my personal experiences, good and bad. And That's it. Love you too, man. Thank you. Have a great night. Yes. So I'm going to end this. We're at 1 hour and 50 minutes, almost 2 hours, and the fire is going. But I just want you to know that this weekend, Saturday, if the weather's good, I will be in New York. Oops. Hold on. What the heck happened here? This Saturday, my gimbal died. Wait, let me just do something here. This Saturday, I will be in Brooklyn. I got something to do. So if I'll probably go live Saturday. But I want to thank each and every one of you. I love you all. Barbara George, Eileen, Erica Olson, Dawn Marie, my sis from another mom. I love you. And Patrick, of course. Manny, Duty Ron, of course, Duty Ron. Dog Defender. I don't take it for granted, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. Fabulous episode. Carol, of course. I'm holding my phone right now because the gimbal died. Yeah, you are all amazing. Pete Pranzo, Richella, speedy recovery. Peace to all. Great to have you. Great to always have you guys. Really do. And I'll see you soon. So we are phone tripling to Brooklyn. Yeah, yes, Tracy, yes. Karina, good to see you. All right, guys. I love you all. Have a great night. Thank you always. I don't take it for granted. We spent 2 hours is 2 hours. A lot of you guys hung in there with me. It's just me. God bless you. Mel, great commentary. Bye-bye. Good night, everyone. Ciao for now.